Are you more energized by working with data or by collaborating with other individuals? Energized, less or more, does not depend solely on that, and those two also are not separate matters, the way I see it. I like to do my homework, and then, or better yet, everybody to do their homework, and then brainstorm or whatever else needs to be done. Because if we don't do our homework, if we don't come to same level in many things, we're gonna have a lot of misunderstanding, and that's that's gonna create problems. Working with other individuals, yeah, it's very important, communication, and to do our homework before we start to actually do our work. For example, that's in work and in life. For example, I had a person coming to me and complaining about his income, and he has, what he told me, he has income that's somewhere like average Croatian salary, actually a bit above that, and he was working as a factory worker on the line in the factory, as I recall. And well, I tried to cheer him up, and by saying, listen, there is many people who have much less than you do. And he lashed out, and he received that as something that I said, like, listen, you are there, be satisfied with what you have and stay there. No, I think that all our society should work to get where we all are gonna have income that's gonna, on the end, support our economy, and all of us are gonna have better lives. But as for the things that they are as they are now, that work is not worth much more, the way I value employees. Because let's take a cook. Let's take a cook who was working in one restaurant, and that restaurant has a specialty: goulash, Hungarian goulash, and you were probably, as you were cook for many years in that restaurant, and you are gonna be cooking that recipe, that goulash, best from anybody else. But as I see it, you're not worth nearly as much as that one who was going across the world and across different restaurants and striving every day to give better, to cook wider, to learn more recipes, to learn more ingredients. Also, I think that we should get out of industrial era. We should make our businesses, as we have resources and technology, to go towards making jobs more enjoyable. As I think that that person who I spoke with, he did not really enjoy the job in the line. Plus, he told me he does some business aside, like he has some income aside, illegal or gray area business. We should forget gray business. In the 90s, in the wartime, it was hard times, and those were situations which maybe can justify gray or black market. But today, no more. We have to get out of there. We have to run from there. Gray business brings everybody down. That's Opening that door is opening another doors. What we are teaching our kids? What we are teaching our kids that we are doing illegal things? What we are teaching our surroundings when they see somebody doing something illegal, and then somebody else, because he have done it, does the same, and then it becomes common, and the whole society thinks. And then the money that's supposed to go for schools, for the roads, for society, for us, for our kids, what we do with it? We have to forget that and run away from that. As many things come from, those are the doors that open other doors. You know, they say marijuana is a gateway drug to others. That's the same with the gray business, is opening other doors. Anyway, that's for concerning work with other individuals. We need to be on the same page. Then we can go forward. And we need to respect the rule of law, rules and regulations. As for working with data, today we are bombarded with information and misinformation, as everything's available: TV, internet, all different sides, people. There's different people, you know. I was getting into a situation where, well, as I said, I live my life trying to help others and give best advice that I can. Then I would get in the situation where I would try to help, and then other side would try to screw me up. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. So that's misinformation on the other hand, which comes from different sides. As the internet's very, well, dangerous. If you buy a knife in a shop, with that knife you can prepare a really good lunch, but also you can commit atrocities. So it's the way you use it. Same thing with democracy. Democracy, communism, socialism, even the dictatorship and others. If we can use those things in the right way and for the benefit of humanity, and we teach in one of those, we can commit horrifying things under certain circumstances. Yeah. So, internet and data, yeah. I try to find some sources that are generally correct and truthful, like Wikipedia. Wikipedia is one very good source, and source of knowledge, and it's also a source of information which is not crooked, as they give facts. Mostly they give facts, and from facts you can learn. And they don't give facts like they give facts only for one side. They give both sides. If there is a dispute around some issue, they're gonna give opinions of one side and opinions of another side. And then you can pull your own conclusions. Yeah. One of the big riches today of knowledge is Wikipedia. Before, knowledge was much less available than today, and I don't know how our parents and our grandparents were going through life without knowledge being available. I don't even want to imagine, because I know how hard it was for me to go through life. So we need to make sure to live better world for our kids. And not only that, we don't have to be satisfied with living the world for our kids better. We have resources and we have technology and we have things we can do that our lives very near future for the majority of people on planet Earth be as it should. And we are going, as a planet, as humanity, we're just going up. Some people are trying to convince otherwise that we are not. But if you look at human rights, if you look at medicine, if you look at legality of things, if you look, I don't know, different things which humanity is just going up. Yeah, that's good.